Hello and welcome. We are back in the studio. You know the feeling. You've just finished work, you've been working from home, and you're not really in the mood to do anything, but you know you've got two tracks that you need to mix, and you're like, do you even have the brain capacity to do so? I have to. So we've got to get a move on, and so let's have a look what needs to be done. I just need to get these final two tracks done, and then I can release them, maybe part as of an EP, but maybe an album, a mini album. I don't know, but I just need to get them done. When you do everything yourself, it's just, although I love the technicalities, it is just a pain in the bum, and I can't afford to send them anywhere else, so I've just got to do it. So I've got to do it myself. So let's start. So I've got this track. It's even worse when it's been taking you forever to finish them. When did I start this? If I go, this is all the versions here. It's the initial idea. Oh, no way. Look at that. 16th of December 2023. So if you have a look at this, that was the initial splurge when I've just messed around with the idea. 2023. Obviously I haven't been working on it constantly since then. But that is ridiculous. So got February last year, March. I must have had a break because I wasn't working on it all year. There's the break. I got to 11th of April and probably thought, I'm sick of the sound of this. Put it into the sketchbook, left it alone, and then rediscovered it 7th of January this year. So what was that? 8-month break from the track. So I know it's good to have space between your tracks to get perspective on them, but 8 months. Anyway, rediscovered it, have been trying to mix it. January is the last time I worked on it, so it needs a mix. I'm happy with the arrangement, so let's go and work it out. I think it's this one. I've tried to mix it in stems. I've tried to mix it. Hello, who's watching? I've tried to mix it in stems. I've tried to do it in audio, but I've also tried to mix it in the actual project itself. And that is another pain. So let's get rid of that. So it's just been following me around, this track. But there is obviously something good to it. Otherwise I wouldn't keep coming back to it. So why not? Let's have, here it is. And it's not a long track or anything. It's a radio edit stroke album track. So if we have a look here, so that's 45 seconds to so it's about 4 minutes 15 long. Now have I got any automation, which if I moved all this, would it absolutely go wrong? And the answer is yes. So I'm going to leave it, because, top tip here, because on this track stack there is no region, if I moved everything, this stuff wouldn't move. Now, I'm guessing, I could just create a box, a pattern. For example, if I get rid of that, if I created this, oh my god, this, that would contain it. Now, if I move this, fingers crossed, there we go. So that's what I could do that, but I'm really not that bothered. So we'll keep it in the middle of the screen because look, it doesn't even start at bar 1. Anyway, what we'll do, best practice, let's start a... Oh, do you know what we should do? Just start a new alternative. Look how many times I've worked. What? Oh, look how much time I've been spending trying to mix this. So let's do release prep 16. Ridiculous. Don't save that. So this is a new alternative, new version within the same project. I like how Logic does that. So we can have a listen, but more importantly, it sounds like it's in mono. No, it's not. Kick already sounds quite flabby. Could even be too loud. We know 200 and 400 are a nightmare. Listen to this. Yeah. There we go. Something I don't like about that top one. Oh, that's what I was going to do. So I was going to import is the last version. So you could put the last version of the mix in the top. So it'd be 15. Should put this up here. I think. Now hopefully this doesn't blow up, because it's really loud. Okay. So. Hello, who's watching? Welcome. So we've got the last version of my mix there, and then we can compensate, listen to one and see what the other one that sounds like to see if we've made it better. Listening out for the kick and the bass. I think that is more like it. Maybe it's there. So. Is really noisy. Kick and bass are a nightmare. So, I mean, for example, if we got rid of them, That sounds fine. We bring this up here. Then we bring him in. Alright, don't worry, I am embarrassed about my EQ. I mean, look, if you have to EQ a kick drum that much, you should really swap it out, but I'm being lazy. So, it might have just too much bass. That sounds a bit tighter. So, get rid. I think that's just too loud. Let's just move that down. Yeah. Let's compare it to the original. That's a lot bassier. This shaker's very loud. Now it's best to use a gain instead of the fader because obviously when you get further down here, everything gets a lot more, but you change it a little bit, it changes a lot, very finicky. So if we put it back up to 0 and use the gain instead, much better, much more accurate. And you can automate it. I mean, you can automate both, but ultimately it's best to keep the faders naught. There we go, that's the original. That's better. Right, move on to the next one. This sounds like a nightmare. It's always the 200 and 400 frequencies which are an absolute pain. They always sound bad, pretty much. $400's worse. Bit cleaner. There we go. these choirs. Really, really noisy. I need to take those down. I mean, they're not a main part of the track, so they're ringing out. So we could have them in the background, we could put them off to the side, but ultimately we don't need them in your face. We've got the guitars, which are the main rhythmic elements. These are just more atmospheric, let's just say. Compared to the original, these are noisy as well. The world's noisiest strings, where do they come from? I can already hear the problem frequencies. It's these 400s again. The 400s are just so honky and in your face. They make anything with it sound loud, and you're not supposed to be. So it's good to get rid. $400 and $200. Much better. Listen to that, it's horrible. Much better. 400, 200s. If ever in doubt, try and of non-important. Obviously, don't get rid of too much, because that will just make it like very thin if it's an important thing in your track. This is just background strings. Too loud, just another layer. Get rid of that, and we'll see. We'll compare it to the original. The kick is still remarkably loud, and I know you should sort out the kick right at the beginning, but sometimes you just got to feel it out. That'll do. Now the vocals will be really noisy. $200s. Get rid of that. sounds awful. It is an arpeggiated layer of the same bass line, but I think it just sounds crap. Even though it's sidechained. Try that. Let's try it again. Much better. We'll compare it. That is a mess. That is a bit like a wall of noise. It's got a bit of movement. It is a drone. It is sidechained, but where is it gone? It's not sidechained really enough. It's just a bit too much of a wall of constantness. I wonder if I sidechained it to that, it would play off and on, but that might be a bit too energetic. We could try it though. I've not tried that before. It's just a mess. Just a wall of mess. And it's got automation on it because this sidechain is going all over the place. Where's it gone? Make it even bigger. And another again. There we go. There's the sidechain. So it's moving like nobody's business, but not actually in a good way. It just sounds like a wall of noise. But it's got to be better than nothing. As we can hear here. That is not energetic at all. That is just a wall of noise. So should we go back to our original plan, which I've not thought about before, but thought it'd be funny. We sidechain it to this, so it only plays when that is playing. Let's go with it. Let's go with it's a gate. Noise gate. Sidechain. Scarby. That one. So it's only going to play if the other one's playing. That sounds dross. That's not going to work. So we'll try something else instead. Go back to our original side chain, but it's the automation that's causing trouble. Let's go back to, we change that. It's also quite noisy, so we get rid and don't make it quieter. I don't like it. I'm not even supposed to be doing this. I'm mixing, but I don't even like the original. So why don't we reset it and just made it quieter? Because the other one was tolerable. So get rid. Oh no, don't do that. There, this one. Just make it quieter. But what we can do, because this guitar is playing here, we can carve out whatever frequencies that's playing, we'll carve out of this. So where are we going? Right, it's already probably done, but let's have a look. If I it's basically all this area, all this. If I carve that out of the drone, then it would let the guitar breathe more. Perfect. That sounds so much better. Hello to those who are watching. Welcome. So that sounds a lot better. So I'll move on to the next, these strings again. Bloody hell. Where do they come from? Get rid. So what I did there is change the velocity to make it change over time, and make it play harder, but then just make it kind of come to the front of the mix. So right. So I think if we compare to the original, I think we're in business. This is what we've done. Actually, no, let's do this. Original. I think we need the drones actually louder because they engulf the space around the guitars. The clap is sticking out like a sore thumb. So when we mute it, everything sounds nice and equal. Let me add it. I think it is better, but your ears can be deceiving. So this would be probably a perfect time to bounce it out and then listen to it probably tomorrow morning when your ears have had a rest. But I think we're nearly pretty much there. Now that I've made everything quieter and more balanced, I've probably got more space on the limiter. So, I mean, listen to this. I mean, so we're already at 15 LUFS. I bet this, if I move that threshold, we've probably got even more space to make it even louder, because we've made everything else quieter. And we've tidied up the low end, the 200s, the 400s. So we're in business. We could try and make it louder. Well, I'll give it a go. We're nearly peaking everywhere. Apologies. Yeah, we're up to about 12 LUFS compared to the original. Play the new one. Well, that sounds a lot better. I think not just because it's louder. I think everything sounds more balanced. So I think that is a success. I mean, let me know what you think. You might think it sounds rubbish compared to the original. Well, let me know. because I think I am done with this. I think there's nothing else I could tidy up. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I think. No, I mean, you could always put. I mean, we could always mess around with the EQ on the master or submaster. See what we could get rid of. See if it sounds better or the problem frequencies. That doesn't sound good. $426. I think it's on this. I can hear it already. So if we have a look at, I mean, what's the point in that? Ridiculous. It's just a horrible noise. Just a horrible noise. So we get rid of this. Should sound better. Some guitar in there. Some of the percussion's in there. It sounds so much better though. Surely. What do you think? I think it sounds so much better. Yes, it's a bit louder. We can all be deceived. But I think that's pretty good. So we like that. So I think that is enough for today. I've still got another track to make, but also I think I need some dinner. But yeah, I think I'm going to bounce that out, see what happens, listen to it tomorrow, see whilst I'm out for a walk. But yeah, I think we're on to a winner. I think good enough to release. I think we shall see. Let me know. Anyway, I'm going to go off and make some dinner. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks very much.